well, peach is back, but maybe it should have stayed away. I don't know. That's what we're going to determine today. Any of you that have been in the makeup scene and interested in beauty for as long as I have, or almost as long, I've done this editorially and professionally for over 25 years. But those of you who've been in for a long time, remember, think back to 2016, 2017, Too Faced was still really premium makeup, and they were really famous for this peach collection they did in 2016. I don't have that palette, but I have this one still. Ooh, Smithsonian Relic. I have this one from 2017. This is the Just Peachy Matte. And interestingly enough, this was 2017. You know, it was they've released a new collection. That's what we're talking about today, but I'm delving into history a little bit first. Still smells like peach. Oh, this one was supposed to be peach and fig, I think. This was the 2017 all matte version. You know, it was, at the time, it was $45, which, you know, with inflation is about $60 right now. So makeup wasn't cheap then either. And this is like not even luxury. This is really high end, you would call it, especially at the time. And they lit the world on fire. They could charge that. It was a nice mirror and a hard case. I'm not putting this on my arm. And we can't really compare this. I'm going to show you the new stuff. We can't really compare it because this is like almost a decade old. It's not apples and oranges. I mean, the formula's changed. It still has its scent, though. It's held up pretty well, actually. My daughter had this for a while. But at any rate, this was the 2017 release. But this was originally released in 2016. It was just amazing to me that it was $45 at the time, which would be like really around $60 now. So let's talk about the current collection. As I said, I'm Rebecca. This is not Fit for Print Beauty. I have done this for a long time. And because I have done this professionally for so long, and this is not a hobby channel, I've started this channel because I don't do as much writing anymore as I used to. You know, I used to interview and write, and I wrote for some of the biggest fashion and beauty magazines out there. So I'm kind of hoping that I can use my expertise for so long to help you decide what to spend your money on in 2026 beauty and what to save your money on. Back then, this would have been the purchase, but how about now? Okay, so Too Faced released, let me just tell you, they also released in this new peach collection for 2026, almost like a 10th anniversary celebration, but I don't think they've advertised it that way. But anyway, they also released a hydrating mist, like a, you know, little mist, refreshing mist, and a primer. I didn't pick that up, but here's what I got. I got the Peach Perfector Loose Setting Powder that comes in 5 shades, is $41. I got Peach Whisper, which is like the second deepest in there. It's got like a no mess. Again, it has a peach scent. And it's got like a little, can you see that? That's a little roller ball. I'll show you when we use it in a minute. I just want to know if that peach scent is going to be okay under the eyes. This is a setting powder for the whole face, but that includes under the eyes. So we're going to have to, I'm a little nervous. Like that's very, I mean, their peach scent always kind of goes away, but I don't know. But this to me is the most interesting, okay? So here is the brand new Too Faced Sweet Peach eyeshadow palette. This has a few differences to this one that I still have from 2017 and the original from 2016, which I might have somewhere here or I decluttered it. But let's talk about it. First of all, the price. Do you know this is $39? Now, it's a smaller palette. Still smells like peach. It's actually a dreamy scent. I know it's a little juvenile and immature, but I do like the scent. But it's like an overwhelming peach scent, kind of like this one. This was supposed to be peach and fig, whatever. Also a mirror. Same amount. Well, this one has more shades. What am I saying? Same amount. This one has that hard case. This is plastic with like a pillowy, stuffed animal-y, YSL puffer type feel to it. But the same peach scent. $39 though. So remember that this one in today's money would be $60. You do get more shades in a hard shell, but I think that Too Faced realized that makeup is expensive and they got to price this to sell. I don't know, discuss in comments, but you would think if this one in its day was $45 and this one I would think would at least be $45 now, because this would be like $60 now. I don't think they can charge that anymore, guys. I think it's fascinating. And, you know, we talked about this, like Tom Ford bringing his price down on his foundations and stuff, or Estee Lauder. And Estee Lauder owns Too Faced now. Not back in this time, but now. So they're definitely doing some thoughtful pricing. I don't mean thoughtful like, oh, how thoughtful, but like thoughtful like, how much can we get away with here? Let's be honest, right? The other thing that's interesting about this is we have shimmers and mattes like the original 2016 palette did, but this shade here is a cream, actual cream, and this black shade here is also an actual cream. So this is meant to be like a smoky topper or a liner, cream liner. And this, I mean, you could wear it on its own, but it can also function as like a base or a primer for the powders. Kind of gimmicky, but we'll see. I've played with them a little bit. They don't separate. I haven't worn this alone, but I don't know why anyone would, but you could. Just saying. Let's go outside and look at these in the warm California sunshine. So take a look at the swatches and you can see the cream on there. I try to get right in there so you can see it in the light. We're going to have a hot one this week too, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in California. I live by the beach and it's going to be bad. It is going to be bad. Okay, so let's try these out now and see. Did this need to come back and why would it come back? So let's try this out first. We got this roller ball here and this very intense peach scent that's going to go around my eyes. I know there's some of you going, Rebecca, that's an absolutely no around the eyes. If you have allergies or contacts, I have contacts, so let's see. And I'll tell you why I think this came back. Okay, so rollerball, let's get some of this off because the rollerball came laden with it and it's poofing into the air, but it is a powder. Let's, first of all, got it on my tongue. It's very sweet tasting. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, I do not feel any instant irritation. Let me get it off of the brush there. It's actually quite a nice powder. I'm powdering the T-zone. I don't need to powder my whole face. I have very normal skin, but I need to powder, you know, around the nose, and I just did the eyes and the T-zone. It's a very nice powder, and I think I got the right shade. There's 5 shades. And it does smell nice. It is kind of fun. It feels a little childlike, but it's fun, you know. I always say that I forgive fragrances if it's Dior or Chanel because they're like fragrance houses. But sometimes when these other brands that aren't fragrance houses, but you know, Too Faced, they do chocolate, gingerbread, peach. We always like it. So it sells. Why do you think they're doing this now, though? Are they trying to drum up sales? Are they playing on our nostalgia? But maybe it's a pretty palette. I mean, back in the day when this was created, let's go ahead. I'm going to use some Sonia G here. I'm going to put this cream shade on both eyes. We'll do two different eye looks, but I'm going to put this primer on both eyes. I think back in the day, they couldn't keep a warm peach palette in stock, right? Do you guys remember? You can tell me, identify down below, if you're new to the makeup industry or if you've been around, if you're a veteran like I am. Remember how excited we were for the first one? I don't even know necessarily this 2017 version that I still have, but I wish I had the original. I started kind of sitting on the floor and getting stuff out and looking for it. So there's me setting my eyes. I haven't had a problem with it. I've been playing with this palette. And the mattes and the shimmers, you can't really compare it. Let me just show you the original. I mean, a better comparison would be that 2016 palette. I don't know if I have it. Okay, so let's continue using some Sonia G brushes. Here's a Sky brush. And let's go in here with this shade here. And they all do have a scent. And this one I'm putting into the crease because it is a matte in little circular motions. Kind of pretty. Okay. And then maybe across the lid, I'll do this, a little bit of a deeper look. This is back. The original peach was back when we did really crazy eye looks. I never did, but I'm just saying. And then how about this glittery shade right here? That's really pretty. So I have been playing with this a little bit. Now let me tell you, if you were looking for a warm peach palette, I think you will love this one. Please, I really wouldn't recommend anyone using their 2016 one. If you in comments say to me, I use mine all the time, I'm not going to shame you. It's just you using it. If it doesn't smell weird and it's not off, get down with your bad self. That's fine. I'm not going to say, oh, you shouldn't. I mean, if you've been using it, you're fine. Go ahead. But if you like that look, and this is really pretty. Look, it's almost like a little bit of a duochrome. It's very pretty. It is not going to get people screaming and running to it like we all did, 10 years ago. But if you still like the look and you need a little refresher, this is a great price for this look. Let's do another look on this eye. I am going to do this kind of satin shade here, and I'm going to do it all over the eye. They blend well. There's no patchiness, no stickiness. They last a nice long time. They lasted till I took it off. I've been playing with these a little bit. See, no patchiness in either of these shades. Very different eye looks that I'm getting out of it. Very different. Let's go with this now. Look at how nice that payoff is with my finger. Now, I know I'm not doing an eyeshadow look that's going to like go, wow, that is a talented artiste. No, I'm a journalist, guys. I'm a reviewer. I'm not a makeup artist. In terms of applying makeup, I'm doing it like you are at home. Probably even worse. I just want to talk to you about the performance of the products and the history, because I know all this stuff. I've been here a while. Do I find any sort of irritation? No. From the scent, from the fragrance. No, and I never have with Too Faced, but the question is now that they are owned differently. And you guys know Polite Society, the owners of Too Faced, Jared and such, they left and did Polite Society, which actually has some bangers. They really do. But at any rate, this is what they've left behind and what Estee Lauder bought and what actually funded Polite Society, let's be honest, right? So this is pretty. Let me take this lighter shade here and kind of just put it in the inner corner of both eyes. And I'm going to tell you, because I've been playing this with this, what my theory is. Okay, my theory on these two products is nostalgia. It's the 10-year anniversary. Oh, they're just trying to take our money. I mean, actually, this is affordably priced for a nice amount of shades that perform really well and are really pretty warm peach shades. There's that nostalgia retro feel of that pretty peach fragrance, which if you hate it, you're out already anyway, and I get it. If you have that romantic tie to the 2016, or in this case, 2017 Too Faced Peach, it's a fun little indulgent purchase. I'm not saying it's cheap, but 39 bucks, you know, if you did good at work this week, you probably can afford to treat yourself to it. I think this is fun. It's just a peach scented powder. I love a good loose powder. Didn't irritate my eyes, and I'm allergy girl. There is nothing wrong with this release. I think Too Faced is trying to be relevant again by reminding us where they came from. Like, I wonder if Holiday, and I do not have this on any authority, I wonder if Holiday we're going to see, you know, hot cocoa, gingerbread, Too Faced going, remember us? We make things that smell fun. But if the products didn't perform well, I think we would really hate them for it. And I got to tell you, should you, let me give you my professional recommendation. Should you spend your money on this? This is a yes if you want a little fun indulgent treat where you don't feel like you've spent $100, yes. If you remember the old Too Faced, or you think back to it and you weren't there and you wish you could remember it, yes. If you like a nice warm peachy palette and those are pretty on your skin tone, yes. I'm a pretty much yes across the board on this. Obviously no if you hate the fragrance. Obviously no if you hate Too Faced. Obviously no if you have no sentimental attachment. Then those are obvious, but the yeses are a little less obvious, and I'm actually, believe it or not, yeah, it's a cash grab. But I think it's cute. I think it's fun. This is unnecessary, but also fun. This one, you want a nice warm peach eyeshadow palette that stays and the products perform, and the actual base is kind of nice. I mean, you want me to try the cream black? I can. I just don't know. I don't really line on that. But look at it, you know, if you want to deepen a corner, nice. Smoky. It works. You can build it. It's a lovely performing, easy to use palette. I made it even smokier. Easy to use palette that's worth the $39 in this economy. It's not drugstore makeup, remember. And the peach smell is retro, reminiscent, and fun. So guess what? It's a money grab, but I'm in. Tell me if you disagree with me. Tell me your memories. You know I have so many Too Faced memories because Jared first did my makeup when he was launching the line out of his garage. I've told this story a million times. He was the first professional to ever do my makeup when I was young. And I still remember some of the techniques he taught me, so I have a sentimental attachment, though I know he got in a lot of controversial trouble later. I'm not getting into that. You're welcome to in comments, though. What do you think about the peach smell? How does this ping with your nostalgic side. I want to talk to you guys about it. I thought it was worth doing. I know you're like, why are you putting Too Faced on your channel, Rebecca? It's been ages. I thought it would be fun, you know, if you're my age and you've been with makeup for a while. I don't know. You tell me in comments. Let's chat about it. But you can also chat with me over on Instagram, Threads, Facebook, and TikTok too. Plus we have a membership right here on YouTube that we hold weekly lives that I preside over, and I would sure love to see you there. But really, I love to connect with you guys in the comments. So make sure that you chat with me over in comments, and I'll see you all. We got lots of good videos coming up. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.